When the boys first found the drum-shaped container, they did not think much of it. It was actually Joe who discovered the drum at the edge of the swamp. Being the youngest of the gang, naturally he was excited. He rushed back to the gang and told them about it. He said that they could use the drum as a sort of raft and sail down the river. To humor him, the gang went to the swamp. At first they were not impressed. But that was before they saw the drum move, just a little. Hiding behind Douglas, their leader, they inched forward to take a closer look. Just as they were nearing it, they found that they could not move forward. It looked as if the drum was within an area covered by an invisible wall. It was as if the drum was in a large glass container. But it puzzled them as there were trees in the enclosed area, near the drum. Their curiosity roused, they felt their way around it in the hope that there would be some way they could get nearer the drum. When they had reached the other side of their start point, they looked across at the drum and saw that it had an opening like a door. Immediately they thought that it would be wise to conceal themselves and did. They kept watch on the drum. Again it was Joe who noticed something. "Something is in the drum," he said and pointed. By now the gang was ready to believe anything and looked where Joe pointed. Then they all saw it. Some creatures the shape of octopi were crawling out of the drum. They oozed out through the entrance and then oozed along the ground towards where the boys were hiding. That was enough, the boys got up and ran. They did not stop running until they reached the village. There they were too excited to talk. Finally, after a lot of gibberish, Douglas collected his thoughts and his voice and told the adults that there were some aliens from outer space in the swamp. Seeing how frightened the boys were, the adults believed them and, gathering whatever weapons they could, headed for the swamp. They reached the barrier soon enough and, like the boys, were stopped cold. Being adults, they were braver and pounded their tools and weapons against the barrier. But it was solid and they could not even dent it. Then they all had a look at the creatures. They came out in a group and stood at the base of their ship. Then as one body they oozed back into it. The entrance closed. The people watched excitedly. Then suddenly, with a mighty whoosh, the drum rose into the air and disappeared into the clouds. Everyone stared after it until it disappeared from view.